Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much as we enjoy the #1 game of the franchise together, The Sims 2. So today we are back in Belladonna Cove for another apartment building redesign. Today our clients are the Patels. They say women glow when they're pregnant, and Anna is no exception. She can't wait for her new baby to arrive and is already dreaming about having more of them. Ramir hopes his heir will want to follow him into politics. So here's Ramir. He is a popularity sim with the desire to become a celebrity chef, but his current career is city council member. I do feel he would be better assigned as a family sim because he is quite shy and his hobby is tinkering. Ramir has always been a leader and hopes to be a great father too. He loves his job and wants to ensure the financial well-being of his family. Now, Anna is a family sim and well assigned. She wants to have 6 grandchildren, and her current career is being a hostess in the local restaurant. That's not her focus, because Anna is focused on getting ready for her baby. She appreciates that her husband is such a good provider because she wants to have many more. Now, this build is primarily furnished with base game stuff, but it is more boho. However, the people who currently live here are on the gearheady side, so it's kind of a lower end place, but let's go ahead, get them evicted, and then get started. Our balance that we will have after they re-rent will be $25,976. Okay, so as I said, this is primarily a base game build with a few accents and textures from actually the various collections that are found in Apartment Life. So we will keep that, plus the fact that both of the Patels are tinkerers, meaning that they fit in well with the gearheads that were already living here, and we will continue with that. So now I have changed lot zoning to residential. I have used the lot adjuster tool to delete all the furniture. Overall, I do not hate the open concept for the ground floor of the 4 different homes, so I probably will keep that, but that's still not a guarantee. My goal is to get more space in each unit. Of course, the obvious way to get space in the unit is to capitalize on this mansard roof here. I don't know if I'm going to change exactly which mansard roof, because I kind of like the classier one that comes with home and gardens, but this one is lower end, so we will have to take that into account, or maybe I'll do a hand-drawn one. I don't know. Okay, and in looking at these buildings, they are actually not identical. The ground floor is the same, but the upper floor is slightly different. And so we have a little more space in this building, which means this is where I will be putting the Patels. And I will create different floor plans because it's a small difference, but it's basically the difference of about 8 tiles. And there's a lot that I've proven I can do with just a small amount more. Now, I'm not going to reclaim any space. I am not going to change the shell of this at all. So, of course, the first thing I want to do is choose a good place for the spiral staircase, because these are relatively small homes, so we want to make the most of them. And I feel like this is going to do the best for us. As you know, I love to use the spiral staircase as my jumping point for everything else I do within a design. So we will have it right on this shared wall, because that's just one more thing I don't have to worry about. because the more you conceal the shared wall, the happier your Sims in their apartment dwelling. That's just what I want for that. And of course I do need to put an individual wall in there. I might give them larger courtyards. I haven't made that decision yet. Now it turns out that in addition to this area here, I hadn't noticed, but this is one tile longer, so I do need to make a decision as to which unit I do want the Patels in. But for the time being, we're going to have a 4x5 bedroom here with an ensuite bath, so that will be the master. Then one 15 tile room here, a 15.5 tile bathroom there, and a 3x2 bath there. So that's the first unit. Now the second unit is identical, a 5x4, a 2x3, 3x5, and then almost 4x4 and 2x3. Now this is where it gets a little different because of course we're going to have this loft area over here. Now in this one we will have the same layout, but it doesn't bump out. And so it's the same, but this really isn't going to be a loft area as much as just a glorified hallway. And in this one, we're going to have this bathroom, this bedroom, but this bedroom is actually going to be 5x5, and then the 15.5 tile plus the 6 tile bathroom. So that's going to be that. Now on the ground floor, I'm going to go ahead and keep the same open floor plan, but it's just going to be a powder room on the main floor of a 2x2 powder room. That's it. It's a simple layout. Now that I have preliminary textures on it, you'll probably wonder why I chose not to use closets. Well, in rooms this size, it's not, hi Daisy, it's not really going to be appropriate, but I figure they've got the attic and they can use this as storage and other things, so they can bring their out of season clothes up to the attic and then bring them back down when they're in season. Not that Sims actually do it, but that's what's happening in my brain. It really is. I've never actually used these bohemian mansard roofs before, but they actually include a bit of drywall on their own, so there's that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the place, and I will be back. Okay, so let's take a look at the newly remodeled Ocean View Apartments. No major changes to the exterior other than the courtyard, both the public and private one, and the location of the windows, so they made sense. Otherwise, I really didn't touch it. So, like the Sentinel Apartments where the Riley Cho family lived, the 4 units here are color themed, and that's actually something I have been doing for quite a while. The trailer park in which the kiddies live is the same. So this is clearly a green unit. Now if I were going to say there was a design theme, it would be economic, value, quaint, but let's call it a spade a spade. It's cheap, all right? This stuff is cheap. So we have our living area over here with the entertainment, and then a small dinette area and a little bit of a galley kitchen. Out here we do have the courtyard, and every unit does have a courtyard with a grill and a dining area. That's Daisy. And in this building we have the study space on the main level, but in the other building the study spaces are on the upper level. Each unit has a 4 tile powder room on the main floor. Now as we move upstairs, we have a couple options. If we go directly to our left, there is a little alcove where some ballet can be had, and of course that ballet keeps the apartment nice and quiet on the second floor. And if we go to the right, a hard right, we have a little 2x3 bathroom with a tub, not a shower, because this configuration does not allow it. Now we turn this from a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit to a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. So here is the first bedroom. It's very fantasy themed and still a daisy. You might have noticed that I do have some different papers, of course, that a lot of Sims life stories. This is the second bedroom, more themed for a teenager with a lot of sparkle. Love the sparkle. And at the end of the hall, we have the master, which uses a TS1 recovered paper, which I find nicely complements the boho bed, the Central Asian chests. So everything has a very floral motif. Less is more though. And of course, one way I got more space into the unit was by taking advantage of the attic. So at the top of the second spiral staircase, we do have the armoire for holding the out-of-season clothes like I kind of have in my head. There's an easel here and a chessboard, and this is pretty much the same for all of the units, so I'm not going to show you the difference. They're only different by color. Now the adjoining unit is in very bold life stories options, but very obviously my theme color here was red. We used the You Got Muscle stuff. I absolutely love this Neapolitan tile right here. And of course the bold choice on the ceiling. The courtyard uses the red bistro set, and I did actually use the color grill for everyone. So at the top of the stairs, the floor plan is exactly flipped with the ballet bar on our right and the hall bath on our left, but there will be a shower in this one because of the configuration. So this is the first of the 3 bedrooms. This is surfer themed, which is funny that there was a red color paper for the surfer theme, but none of the surfer themes were available in red, but that's okay. I found a way to make it work. Just made this as a white bed, gave it red bedding, and used the groovy with some CC colors. Works perfectly. And this guy is actually snow surfing, or snowboarding as would be properly called. I'm just saying, yeah. So we go just a little down the hall, and into the second room is a small little nursery. I basically just used the stuff right out of the classic collection because it was easy. And even though I'm not a huge fan of sticking with one collection, that's what I did for the master as well. This is the only master bedroom that is larger than the others. This one is 5 by 5, so I actually used more furniture in it. But I didn't use the country curtains because that was just a little too frou-frou for me. And in every master there is a 2 by 3 bath. Now across the way from the red unit is our blue unit. Using some IKEA stuff and the futon, the satinistics. Again, a lot, the low-end electronics. This particular tile is another one that was harvested from TS1. And there's no study space on the main level because in this unit we have it on the upper level. And the little bistro area, or I should say kind of picnicking outdoor eating area. So at the top of the staircase, immediately to our right, we have our study area because there was enough space for a loft. So I put this to keep noisy neighbors quiet. And the hall bath is right here to the right. So let's go ahead and look in the first bedroom. It's all groovy. Mixing your complementary color scheme. Have some fun and bold textures because we can. The second bedroom, I went for a more princessy. Ooh, I didn't fix the ceiling in that one, so I'll have to do that. I went for a more princess theme. In reality, I guess we could actually put the nuisance in these units because there is enough sleeping for 6. And finally, the master bedroom. This wall texture is actually created by a friend of mine, Val, and there's a matching floor texture for it as well. I just chose not to use it. And finally, the unit that Anna and Ramir will be living in, primarily themed in white. And this one I did kind of do for them because I just felt like Anna is clearly just a very sweet homebody sim, but we did give them a robot station because they are both tinkerers. Now I don't know if you noticed, but on the main level of all the units there is this white beadboard. I wanted there to be something like a continuity throughout the units. I liked this very subtle floral motif from the seasons. Only a 2-person area out here because there is actually a lot of florals. And as we go up, the study space is to our right and the hall bathroom is to our left. So this is the first of the bedrooms. Slightly nautical, but not like overwhelmingly so. Just enough. If you're going to use these sets, generally I say kind of avoid going strictly with the sets, although I did go strictly with the set for the castle room in the first unit because I felt like it. And in the second room, this is the nursery for the baby that Anna is expecting. This is a Life Stories texture, pulling together the pinks and the yellows. And finally, their bedroom. Very light and airy. Just something I felt that Anna would really approve of. And this is the only unit that I actually put something else upstairs in addition. So in these 2 units, the ballet bar is here on the upper floor. And then of course the easel, we've got the armoire for the out of season clothes. And I gave them a train set since of course they are both tinkerers. And wherever a train set is, there should be a sprinkler system because these things catch on fire. They really do. So let's put them in and see what they think. Here we have the first floor after, and the second floor after. The attic, which didn't exist, now after. Now the Patels had $25,976 before I evicted them, so I will return their monies to that after they rent the apartment. Okay. All right, and here they are, Anna and Ramir. Let's go ahead and rent that apartment. Let's sign in with the landlord there, Mr. Ramir. Thank you. And Ramir, why don't you go to work? Yeah, just go to work. And oh, good, we're attracting Christian love. Good, good. That's where he should live. Okay, so we're attracting the same level of apartment townies as before. So yeah, we have Neri Turner, Jit Maxwell, which is also the name of one of the headmasters in Pleasant View. So yeah, okay, great. Way to boogie, Anna. That's great. Get some dancing enthusiasm, but let's go ahead and empty that bladder. Which she came up with that on her own, and good for her because it needed to happen. Why don't you make yourself useful and study a little bit of cleaning like a good housewife? I mean, you're not actually a housewife, but that's actually what you aspire to be. Ooh, and let's go pick up that new computer. Now, Phil is actually either a techie or a socialite, given this particular outfit can go either way. So, yeah, it's kind of a crossover between mid-range and high-range. And now, Anna, why don't you discover your one true hobby? Look at that. You're going to be spending a lot of time up here playing trains, I'm thinking. Or not. And Anna wanted to make some food, so I guess it looks like chef salad is the way to go. Enjoy. Phil and Christian out here are playing a great game of kicky bag. And Anna has to pee again. Carlos Contender is no longer apparently a family friend, but why don't you say hi to Christian? And you guys have some chemistry. Okay, but not a lot. Let's talk about burglars. Well, you know what? We do. Our justice system will make sure that they're taken care of. Yeah, we've got burglars, but we've got jail. All right, and oh, he gave her something. Let's see, what did he give her? Oh, a large screen TV. Well, they only have a small one, so that's pretty cool. Okay. And Ramir is home. And Ramir, why don't you do a little bit of a classic dance with her? Because I like that one the best. It's very sweet and romantic. And the sim that asks is the one who leads. So if you want the correct situation with the gentleman's hand on the waist and the woman's hand on the shoulder, you have to have the gentleman invite. And it looks like, is Anna available to talk? You know what? No, she needs a nap, but she's not going to the best. Ooh, apparently can't get into these beds, which I've had them do before with. Okay, can't get into that bed. Didn't realize that. Sorry, Anna, you're about to pass out. And even though I cheated and upped all of their needs, she still passed out. That's pretty funny. And she's asleep, standing up. Would we like a subscription to Cuisine magazine? Sure, why not? And let's do a little more dancing because it's fun. This time, let's get our boogie on, kids. Well, I think that this is a great house for our expectant couple. Anna is definitely in the nesting mode. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. VK out.